Hello everyone and welcome back to another video covering the tools that we've seen so far in Planet Zoo 2. Welcome back to my channel, Planet Stefania. It's great to have you here. Let's talk about pathing. Pathing is one of the tools that we've been talking about ever since we knew that Planet Zoo 2 was coming. I think before that we were already talking about a new path tool and we were all hoping that it would be similar to Planet Coaster 2, right? So here we got it. In this screenshot that you can find on Steam, we can see more about the pathing tool. So let's dive in and let's see how similar it is to Planet Coaster 2. So here, let's zoom in and let's go here. We can find the pathing tool over here on this icon to the left. And you can see that there are many options, but I love that the user interface has been simplified. Simplified from compared to Planet Coaster 2. Because in Planet Coaster 2, the pathing tool is super powerful, but the UI itself is a little bit complex to navigate as you're navigating or configuring or customizing the pathing. But in Planet Zoo 2, based on what we've seen so far, the UI is looking so clean and so easy to navigate. Everything is right there where you need it. So I think the team has done an amazing job with the UI so far. Now for the path, you can see that we have 3 different tabs here at the top. This is mainly the main path. Then we have the staff path, and then we have the queue. So queues are also great because they confirm that the transport rides will be coming back. You can find a tutorial on transport rides on my channel and I absolutely love them. The Jeep, the riverboat tour. I'm really hoping that the rides will be customizable like in Planet Coaster 2. So we can decorate them and the decorations will move alongside the cars and everything. So I'm looking forward to that. But going back to paths, because I've been detouring a little bit, I'm excited about the transport rides that we don't know so far. So let's go back to the path. Here you can see that we have different tools. First of all, we have the line builder. Then we have this one, which is for curved paths as well, for actually creating curves. Then we have this one, which is something that I absolutely love, which is the drawing tool, the path drawing tool. This is basically a tool where you draw literally the area by clicking on the terrain and you draw where you want to place the path. And it's beautiful. If you haven't checked it out in Planet Coaster 2, you might want to check out those videos. I shared a tutorial on Planet Coaster 2 pathing when Planet Coaster 2 first came out, so you might want to check that out if you want to see how this tool works in action. And here, I think this one is going to be the stamp tool. Basically, you have different shapes and you can place down the shapes quickly on the terrain. And you have shapes of different sizes as well. I think that's what this little icon that you can see here with the arrow over here is telling you, that you have different sizes of stamps. And then over here, we see a tool that is a bit more advanced, but it's super powerful. Basically, once you place down the path, you can use this tool to select the nodes or the different points that make the shape of the path, and you can readjust them if you need to. It's super powerful. And I'm thinking about recording a video maybe showing you how this pathing tool works in Planet Coaster 2, so you can sort of have a preview of how it might work in Planet Zoo 2. Please let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to watch something like that. It would be like a quick overview instead of a full tutorial like the ones I have there. So then after we have the tool selected, we see the customization area. Here in the customization area, we see first the pattern. We are most certainly going to have different patterns. Here you can see the pattern, and this is basically the pattern that we have here. Then I'm not sure what this could be, but usually you can customize the pattern, you can customize the curves. This is basically the curves I think that they're using and selecting. You can also customize in Planet Coaster 2, you can customize the path extras, which is if you want to have benches on the sides of the path, you can automatically have them. You can set the distance between the items if you want them to be on both sides of the path, and that is super awesome. I love that because you can also place the trash bins, and you can place hundreds of trash bins if you want, and your path is super long. You don't have to place them individually. Then here you have the eyedropper tool. This is basically for copying something on a path that you've already laid down. So if you have another path, let's say this one is different, you can just click on this one, click on this tool, click on the path, and you will have the same basic style. That is awesome. We have that, I think, also in Planet Coaster 2, if you double click on the path, you have the same settings. And then here, I think this is for further customization of these settings. Then we see additional settings for the pathing, but I love how everything is laid out so simply. You can see everything, you don't have any additional tabs or things to click on. And I think the team did an awesome job really with the UI. Again, I have to really highlight that. The UI is super important for the gameplay, so I'm very happy to see that they did an amazing job here. Now for the settings here, I think this one is for tunneling, when you have the path and you want to go through a mountain or something like that. These ones are very I think mysterious to me, because basically they look like intersections, or how the path is going to connect to additional path. But I'm not really sure how they will work. Well, how do you think they will work? Share that in the comments down below. Please let me know. What do you think these icons are for, these options? Then we see this option over here. I think this one is going to be if the path is going to mix with the existing path, or if it's going to connect as a new path. This is an option that we have in Planet Coaster 2. Basically, if you draw on top of an existing path, will that path replace it, or will it just connect to it as a new path from the outside of the existing path? This is a very helpful tool as well. This one I think is sort of like additional options. Maybe this one, I'm not really sure if this is it has a mountain on it, so it's related to nature or foliage. Maybe if it's going to follow the terrain. This one is like a magnet as well. So I'm very I want to know more about these options right now. What do you think they are? Share that in the comments, because we have a nature one and we have a magnet. Maybe the magnet is going to be adjusting to a grid or something. Not really sure. And this one, of course, is the camera mode. If the camera will follow as you're building the path, or if it will stay static, if it will rotate. We already have that in Planet Zoo 1, so I'm happy to see it returning. Then we see the width, of course, the width of the path. We see fixed length. If this is off, you don't have a fixed length, so you can just stretch it as much as you want. Then the angle snap, very helpful. The length snap as well, if you want to snap on increments. Then working height for elevated terrains, and the height snap as well. Height snap would be also super helpful if we can set specific heights. And this is the pathing tool that we've seen so far. I'm also curious about this setting over here. This is the gear icon, and this is toggled on. Maybe we can toggle this off and it will have sort of a standard setting. I'm not really sure what this could be about. I'm so looking forward to start getting my hands on Planet Zoo 2 and start experimenting and checking out everything they've included, because it's clear that they've poured a lot of love into this game and making sure that everything was nice and easy to use. So I'm happy, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Remember that we were going to discuss the options that we didn't know, these two options. What do you think these settings are for? Looking forward to reading your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video where we continue covering the tools and news on Planet Zoo 2. Thank you, and have an awesome day!